Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jahan, and today I'm going to take you through 5 bags that I would never buy and the reasons why. If you like that kind of thing, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like because it really helps my channel. So the first bag that I would never buy is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, and the reason why I would never buy it is because firstly it's not really my style. I don't like the monogramming of the canvas. I know it's very classic and lots of people have got it, but that's also another reason why I don't like it, is because you see it everywhere, and I think it's probably one of the most knocked off bags ever by Louis Vuitton. I also don't like the fact that it's got these really thin straps, and that when it's full it kind of like it pulls in the middle and it doesn't look very tidy. It just doesn't look like a comfortable bag, and yeah, I don't think it looks expensive. I just think I don't like the bag at all. I think I'd much rather go for a plainer tote or a leather tote. Speaking of totes, I would also never go for a tote or book bag that had a massive logo on the side. I just don't see the point of it, like one of those ones that have big Chanel on the side or Christian Dior on the side, or just the Marc Jacobs ones. For me, it's not my style. I just don't want to advertise a brand in that way. I don't mind logos and branding in other ways, but for me, I don't want to advertise it in what looks like a glorified Sainsbury's bag or shopping bag with a big logo on the side. It's not for me at all. I think it does suit some people's styles, but it wouldn't suit me to walk around with a bag like that. And so I would never buy one because I think they're quite expensive for what they are, especially the Dior ones and the Chanel ones. I think they're super expensive for what they really actually are. Another bag that I would never buy is any tiny, teeny bag that isn't functional. I don't see the point. I think they look like bag charms, which is fine. I know there are some people that really rock that tiny bag and don't mind carrying their phone around with me, but I know if I carried my phone around with me, I'd probably end up leaving it somewhere because I'm not constantly on it in that way, and I'd be really annoyed with myself. So I wouldn't buy a small bag that was so small that it wasn't functional, because I just think it's a bit of a waste of money. Unless you're buying it as a collector's item, then fair enough, but as a bag that you think is actually going to be functional, I wouldn't even bother. And the same with AirPod holders as well. I just don't see the point in buying designer AirPod holders. Super expensive, tiny bit of leather, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like, nobody's looking at your AirPod holders at all, and most of the time your AirPods are probably staying in your bag. Another bag that I would never buy is the Chanel boy bag. I used to love that bag. When it first came out, I thought it looked so cool. It's slightly edgy with a leather jacket, that kind of thing, but now I just think it looks so clunky. And I remember buying a dupe from ASOS, a really good dupe of it from ASOS, and I think it was by Misguided actually, quite a few years ago, and as soon as I held it, I just thought, this is so clunky, like it's just so firm on the corners. And then I went to the Chanel shop and looked at it, and in the store, I didn't like the way it looked. I liked the wallet on chain version, but I didn't like the actual bag because it's just too structured and too hard. And you could tell straight away that after a little bit of use, that the corners, because of how structured it is, the corners would wear away very quickly. I just think for the price of the bag, because it is expensive, it's in their classic collection, that for the corners to wear away that quickly, it would be a definite no. So the boy bag, I think for me, is too edgy of a style for me now, and it's not something that I would personally buy. And the last bag that I would never buy would be an Hermes Kelly or Birkin, because they're just really not my style. Again, they're way too structured for me, I think. I definitely prefer the Kelly over the Birkin. I think it looks a lot cuter, it's more girly for me. I like that sort of bag, but even then, I don't think I would. I love the colours. I think the colours are beautiful, and I think on other people that I've seen it on, it looks really elegant and beautiful on other people. There's no denying it's an elegant bag, but it's just not my style. The bag that I would buy would be the Constance over both of those. I love, again, the array of colours, and I just love a crossbody bag. I like to have my hands free where I can, so that's why I wouldn't buy a Kelly or Birkin. There's nothing against brand. I think Hermes is beautiful, but it's just not my style. So I hope you've enjoyed that video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take